Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm here with
Diego Jimenez.
Diego. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm 21. I go to Jack State, and I'm studying ocean management.
How has Collinsville High School prepared you for college?
It did a good job on, getting me to that next step. We had a bunch of help from Miss Valerie Arnold. She helped me do my FAFSA, and her and Miss Stone really kind of helped a lot with all of the students' applications in my senior year. And I mean, without them, it was a requirement for us to fill out our FAFSA. So a bunch of people that weren't thinking about going to college still went because they went ahead and already filled out that FAFSA. So, especially during the senior year, it was really helpful to have both of them help us with that.
And how did you translate your skills that you learned here into college, or in CPN?
Well, I mean, CPN always had a bunch of teamwork involved. So, anytime I have any group projects to do with anybody in college, I translate those skills over. It's helped me better communicate with my teamwork with my teammates.
And can you describe what you do in your major, your classes?
Yeah. So, I'm in occupational safety and health. I'm working in that degree right now. It's occupational safety and health administration. Basically, what they do is they're the ones that set up the regulations for construction sites and factories, and it's a bunch of safety protocols. And so, for example, I took a class this last semester. It was a training class, an industrial training class. Basically, we did a bunch of presentations during the semester where we were given a 5-day period to research a topic, come up with a PowerPoint, and then efficiently train the rest of the class on that topic. And so that's what I've been doing a lot of. I know that going forward with my major, I'm going to be doing a lot of that same kind of thing. So just presentations upon presentations, because a bunch of OSHA stuff comes with a bunch of training classes. So for example, I had to do a training class on fire hydrant safety, and I had to go over the regulations that OSHA as a company already or as an administration already has set in stone.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, that's a lot of that's a bulk of what I did, of what I'm still doing too.
Coming from a small town or a really small campus, how does that compare to JSU, which is a pretty big university?
Honestly, it feels kind of like home. It is a big campus, but it's not huge like someplace like UAB or even the University of Alabama. JSU is such a really tight knit kind of town, so it's really easy to just get somewhere really quickly. There's so many things that are around. It's everything's just super compact and put together. So, and just like here, I mean, everything's super compact and put together. So, I mean, it is bigger, but it just still does feel like a small town.
Okay. Why did you choose JSU over many other colleges here in Alabama?
Well, to be honest, it felt like it's a close 4-year. So I wanted to go into a 4-year. I didn't want to go to a community college. So JSU was the closest, and it's the friendliest campus in the South. I mean, that's what it's super well known for. I mean, they even have it plastered everywhere on campus. So it's it was good knowing that I was going to a good place before I went, and it being so close to home, it helped a lot, because at the end of the day, I'm just going to get the degree. I'm not really too worried about everything else that's involved with it. So if I can go close from home to get that degree, then
it's obvious,
And on top of that, it's a really nice place. So yeah, I mean that helped me kind of make my decision on why I chose JSU.
How has your academic journey been?
It's been good. When I first got to JSU, I was studying music under a general music major, and I did that for I think 3 years, and at the end, I do a bunch of music production and recording and mixing and mastering, and JSU just doesn't offer that. Other schools do have music production degrees, but JSU just has the general music degree. And, I tried it out for a bit, and, a bunch of the stuff that I was learning, it was helpful, but, I needed more hands-on work with music production stuff. So I decided to just kind of teach myself the whole music production side of it. And because of that, I feel like I know so much about music already, and like music theory and such like that, that I can go ahead and just try to do it on my own. And so because of that, I started looking for like something to change my major to, so that I wasn't still studying music. And what I did for that was I met up with an academic advisor, and basically he like was showing me a bunch of options. He was asking me like, what are you good at? What are you not good at? What are you strong in? Like, are you strong in math, science, or English? And he went through this whole long list to kind of help me figure out what I wanted to do. And we ended up on ocean management. There's a lot of benefits with ocean management, and it just felt like a really good choice for me, because I feel like I can do that career and fully go into that career, and then still work on music on the side. So that's really what kind of that's where my academic journey has kind of been. So yeah, now I'm studying ocean management, hoping to graduate in 2027. So changing my major did extend my academic career, but it was just 1 year. I'm not too worried about extending it, just 1 year. But yeah, that's how it's been so far.
That's good. Why did you join CPN in high school?
To be honest, I was thinking that Landon and Jeremiah were really cool people, and they used to hang out with AJ a lot. So, and I would hang out with AJ a lot. So, basically, whenever the football games would come around or any events would come around, I was hanging out with AJ, and then AJ would go hang out with Landon and Jeremiah. And so sometimes during football games, we would go up to the booth where they were recording the football game, and we would just be hanging out and talking to them. And the more that I got to see them do the work, the more it made me want to go do the work. So that like literally the very next year, as soon as schedules came out and everything, I immediately was just trying to get my schedule changed so that I could be in CPN, so that I could do more work on it. And in the end, I was able to do that. So it was really just seeing them do it that interested me. I thought it was really cool. I was really liking the gear that they were working with and the things that they were learning. And I've always been interested in video editing, and I just didn't really have any reason to.
Yeah.
So seeing them do it, and then having the ability to edit because of CPN kind of made me want to join. So that was a really big reason, is Jeremiah and Landon.
How was CPN when you joined?
When I joined, it was still the little closet area there, a little back room, and I think when I joined, there wasn't even two computers. There was just one tiny desk, one tiny computer that was really outdated. I think there was like a free editing software that we were using, and that's what I used to see Landon and Jeremiah work on, was just that one computer, and they'd have to take turns on who could use the computer and such. And I think whenever I joined, that's basically how it was too.
Yeah, same thing.
But we upgraded a lot in 1 year. Like we got the second computer, we got the bigger desk. We were still in that little clunky space. We didn't have all of this, this is great, by the way. This is great. Oh wow, this is like really well put on. No, we didn't have all this. I'm so glad to see CPN.
Yeah, I'm glad you read that
light.
How does it compare, like CPN now? Obviously, you see all these things to back then.
Yeah, I mean, it is. I know that there's a lot more now, but I imagine that workflow is a lot better.
Yeah.
It was really hard to just kind of do so many things at one time with just the one computer when we started. So having two computers helps a lot, and then I'm guessing there's multiple of you now that
everybody has a separate job.
Yeah.
I bet, like, I know back then all three of you had to do like the same job.
Yeah, so. We would go record, we would go back and edit the video, and then we'd have to make the captions for it, and then come up with a title, and then come up with the with like the cover picture for the thumbnail.
Yeah.
We'd have to come up with a thumbnail for YouTube. So yeah, we had to do the entire thing. Like I remember just going through and making so many thumbnails and editing and recording different things. I had to do the whole thing basically. Well, me and AJ did the bulk of the work back when we were in it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
All right, Diego, to wrap this interview up, what was your favorite memory in CPN?
You know, one of my favorite memories, and there was a lot of them. It was just mainly just sitting there, like editing videos, while all of my friends who were also in CPN were just right next to me, also doing the same thing. Because we would be editing videos and making jokes and just talking and laughing and just going like it would just be like we were just hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
And to be able to do that in that little room, just us and like. It was just really fun to be able to do. Like it was like basically every day I was just hanging out with my friends.
All right, thank you for coming, D. That's all, guys. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Go Panthers.